Hi, this is Mrs. Holguin. So we're going to be looking at the chapter review in case you're having problems on Think Central. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is the first question. It says, select the expression that involves a shift of digits to the right 2 places, mark all that apply. So the first, when I read mark all that apply, I know there's got to be more than one. Okay, so if I look at the first one, I see 3 zeros, so that's going to be 3 shifts, so that's not going to be 2 shifts. The second one has 10 to the second power, so I know that will be 2 shifts because it's to the second power, so I'm going to mark that one. Then the next one is to the third power, so I know that's not going to be it. Then this one has just to the first power or no power, so that's only be 1 shift. And this is 10 to the 1 power, so that'd be 1 shift again. This has 2 zeros, so I know that will involve 2 shifts. Okay, now let's look at number 2. Number 2 says classify each quotient as being equal to 52, equal to 5.2, or equal to 0.052. Write the letter of the quotient in each correct box. Okay, looking at A, it's telling me there's going to be 2 shifts because it's 10 to the second power. So if I put a decimal here and it's going to shift once, twice, I know it's going to be 0.52. So A goes in that box. If I look at B, it's 52 to 10 to the first power. So I know there's going to be 1 shift. So it's going to be 1 decimal move. So it's going to be 5.2. So B will be in this box. C is 10 to the first power, so that just means it's going to be 1 shift, so it's going to be 1 shift, so it's going to be 52, so C will be in this box. D is 10 to the second power, so I know there's going to be 2 shifts, so decimal 1, 2 shifts, so I know that's going to be 5.2, so D will also be in that box. F has 10 to the third power, so I know there's going to be 3 shifts, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, so it'd be 0.52, so E will be here. And then F is 10 to the third power, so I put my decimal, shift it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, that gives me a 5.2, so F will also be there. Okay, number 3 says explain why 3.6 divided by 400 is the same as 360 divided by 4. Well, simply put, if I change this to a fraction, I know it's going to be 3.6 divided by 0.04. And since this is in the hundreds, I know that I can multiply the top and bottom by 100. And if I do that, that's going to give me 360 divided by 4, which is the same thing as this problem. So by multiplying by 100, it's like increasing it by 100, and then I get the same answer. All right, number 4. Why does dividing 5 by a decimal less than 1 give a quotient greater than 5? Okay, I'm just going to tell you the answer. I don't have much room to write here. So when you're dividing by 5 into parts smaller than 1, then there will be more parts because you're dividing by less than a whole. So you'll have more parts, okay? Okay, number 5, a farmer ships 4 times as many oranges as tangerines. The farmer ships 8,260 oranges. How many tangerines does he ship? Write an equation, then solve. Okay, so my equation can be 4 times n, which is my variable that I don't know, equals 8,260, or I can say 8,260 divided by 4. And if I solve it, I'm going to get 2,000 and